Tifu by seriously overreacting to a sign and threatening to beat some ass.
I am strongly religious. When my twin daughter decided to join a teen church group, I was cautious but wanted her to figure out religion for herself. So weeks followed with her midweek and Sunday trips to the church with her church pals. She often came home with questions and I did my best to talk with her and allow her to find her own conclusions about the Bible and other messages this church was teaching. When the church inevitably started preaching against gay marriage, she had a right little conundrum. Now, while I have taught inclusion and expect her to respect inclusion, I needed her to confront inequality on her own terms. So we had a few open discussions about it. We all know what happens when you force a young person to accept what you say without allowing them to process their own thoughts and feelings. Honestly, if, at this point in her life, her only rebellion is going to church, I could hardly complain. Also, I trusted her to maintain her integrity.
During this time, I had some strong words with the 30-year-old frat boys renting a house across the street. They partied on any given night during the week, which kept us up on work and school nights. I'm down with a party on a Friday or Saturday night, but a party every other night during the week was too much. One Tuesday night, after being frustrated with the party boys the night before, I was awoken by pounding right outside my bedroom window. Now, I had just finished putting in a lawn and sprinkler system. Needless to say, I didn't feel too happy by being woken up at 3 a.m. or having someone messing with my hard work. I knew it was the jerks across the street. I hopped out of bed and ran out the front door yelling, "What in the hell do you motherfuckers think you're doing? Where the fuck do you get off destroying my property, you stupid assholes?
I'll fucking beat your asses." Quote. They ran right off. But that wasn't good enough. I chased them down the street hurling every goddamned foul word I could think of. I was in it to win it. I was ball to the wall. I was crazy woman. I was rabid. Well, they got in a car and sped off. I turned around and trotted home to find my husband laughing at the sign they had pounded into my yard. "Welcome to teen church group less than my daughter's name." Quote. So yeah, my daughter aged out of the tween group and this sign was welcoming her to her first day in the teen group and her first church camping trip. So yeah, dropping her off and signing her in a few hours later was not comfortable. For follow-up, she couldn't reconcile her inclusive beliefs with the church and peaced out a few months after the camping trip. And I believe they quit pounding signs into yards to welcome new teens. TL. Doctor. I mistook church kids for vandals and slung the most profanities I have ever slung in my lifetime, scaring them and their parents off in the night. OBVS, not a TIFU, and more like a before Reddit was a thing. I fucked up hard.
Why is a church group pounding signs into people's lawn at 3 a.m.? That's just asking for trouble from multiple places. Not a fuck up, they fucked up. What the fuck were they thinking?
Almost like coming onto someone's property in the dead of night to mess with their lawn is a lethally stupid thing to do.
Not your fuck up. Sure, you could have read the sign, but if the tweens pounding in a sign at 3 a.m. were with adults in, they didn't think to inform you of their intentions. They fucked up. Emo. You were justified in running them off and hurling profanities. It is 100% their fault for not telling you ahead of time what they were doing. And doing it at 3 a.m. is just asinine. They're extremely lucky that you or your husband didn't have a gun. 1. You did not fuck up. The church group did. Who in the motherfuck decides to do something like that without asking first and at 3 a.m.? They were begging to get their asses beat. Maybe shot. 2. You are an excellent parent for attempting to let your kid figure it out for herself. Too many are forceful about their own beliefs. It makes kids pull away. By discussing it with her, you show her multiple arguments and allow her critical thinking to take charge. I wish more parents were like you.
It's 3 a.m. Well, let's go put some boards on newcomers' launch for the ritual to complete.
Someone pounded a stake into your brand new lawn and sprinklers. Question mark. Did they hurt anything? Man, fuck that. I'm on your side. Why the fuck are they doing that at 3 in the goddamn morning? LMAOOOOO. 3 in the morning is a weird time to put a sign in someone's yard. WTF. Most people are sleeping then. They could have waited until a more reasonable time to do that. Like 10 o'clock in the morning. I likely would have shouted at them and chased them off too. What kind of idiot does this at 3 in the morning? Not a foo at all, they definitely did though. I'm a Catholic. And boy oh boy was that their fault. That late at night and you decide it's a goodab idea to pound signs into grounds without talking to the people who own the yard? Man oh man. Sorry to hear your daughter left the church group. But hey, that's her decision. Emo. This isn't a fuck up. It's your lawn. Your property. They had no right to pound a sign into it. Especially at 3 in the morning without your permission. You did the right thing all around, emo. That's their own damn fault. What person thinks it's a good idea to pound a sign into someone else's yard at 3 a.m.? I think you should do the exact same shit to the church during a service. A nice big sign saying, "How do y'all motherfuckers like it?" along with some festive firecrackers.
Epic.
Win-win. I don't see a fuck up here. Those clowns rightly received the rough edge of your tongue. Sounds like you need some introspection in your life. Churches have moral views and teach kids love and acceptance. You just screamed at a bunch of kids and reacted in anger, stupidity. Truly a fuck up.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.